What's going on? So a while ago I made a video in the backyard of a house that had a tree where one side of it split off. Big co-dominant stem, had included bark. It was a 26-inch linden. So I'm in a parkway. And this is a linden tree. Now I'm going to imagine that in the parkway at some point, because of some pruning cycle that the village that I'm in is going to do, the city's going to come by and fix this problem right here. So these are attached kind of weak to the tree. These are not good strong attachments. But in here you have branches that are crossing. You have 3 of them. Now some of these on the bottom, they're what you call temporary branches. We need them because we need the leaves on them to create photosynthesis so the tree can feed and get bigger and a lot of energy production into the trunk. That makes sense, and that's the right thing from the, I guess, the science or the biology part of tree care. But in someone's yard, there is no pruning cycle. 99.999% of the time, there is no pruning cycle. They plant a tree, something like this, someone comes along and plants it, and then these types of defects begin to manifest, just like in that tree in the video that I showed you where it peeled off the side. And if you can't find it, it's only a couple of posts down, I think, from this one that I'm posting now. But the bottom line is, these never get fixed, and then they get bigger. So as the tree grows, it's not like these branches that are here are going to suddenly end up 10 feet up in the air. That's not how a tree grows. These branches are going to stay here and just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the problem just gets worse and worse and worse, and no one takes care of it. And then 20 years later, some storm comes along and just totally ruins the tree. So, like I said, this branch, although a temporary branch, is all intertwined with the other ones. You can already see the decay that it's doing, or the damage it's doing to the other branch, which can lead to decay issues and all kinds of problems. So you have to sit here and you have to look at the tree and figure out, what does the tree need? Especially if it's in a residential setting where, again, there really isn't a pruning cycle. And what do we do to take care of these problems? And even though the tree is small, most people think, well, we dug a hole, we threw a tree in the ground, and it'll be fine. Well, not so much. Not if you let it go for 10, 15, 25 years, which is almost always the case. And then it's really expensive to fix these problems, and sometimes you can't fix these problems. So, if you have a tree that's installed, you really need to have a certified arborist come out, look at it. Especially somebody who has knowledge, passion, and a background for young tree care, young tree pruning, understands structure of young trees, what to look out for, how to mitigate issues, how to educate you. That's probably the biggest thing, is make sure you call somebody that when they come out, they're going to give you a little bit of education so that you understand. You know, we don't just come out and say, hey, you got tree problems here, and with these saws and stuff, we're going to fix them. No, we want to show you these things so that you know what to look out for. Because the coolest thing for me would be if I could ruin you the way I'm ruined. See, I go to a friend's house and I go to a barbecue or go out to eat someplace in some parking lot with friends. And then I look around at trees and every tree is jacked up. Every tree's got some issue, and I just want to go out there and fix them, and of course I can't. So I want to make you aware of these issues so that when you're with your friends, you can see all the issues, and you can feel the pain too, that you just want to go out there with a saw or a pair of pruners because a guy like me taught you what to look for. And now that I've taught you, you know what to do, and you just want to go out there and fix it because you know. You don't know what you don't know. So our mission is to teach you the very little bit. We don't expect you to go out there and do it yourself. But you also have to understand that this knowledge not only is an accumulation of many, many, many years of practice and discipline, but it's also a lot of education. So, the cost to have it done, it's actually cheaper to have us do it in the beginning, something like this, something that's wrong here, because the tree in that video that I posted that came down, it cost over $1,000 to remove that tree. But that's not even the biggest cost factor, one, to the urban forest. We lost a big tree that was providing all kinds of benefits. We can't replace them as fast as they come down. And two, the people who owned the tree, they lost an asset. They were devastated that that happened. They're redoing their entire backyard, and that tree was a focal point of their backyard. And now with it gone, it's ruined their backyard. They're spending all kinds of money to have their deck redone just so they could sit in the shade of that tree in that video. And there is no tree to sit in the shade of now. And of course, they're going to replant. But, you know, they're going to be up there in age and probably gone long before that tree is going to provide the benefits that the tree they lost was providing. So keep that in mind when you plant a new tree. Give us a call so we can come out and make sure everything looks good.